And these fish are smaller than the neons, even at full grown size. Oh, look at that. This guy's finally eating shrimp in here now. But the only way that I can get shrimp to him is I have to like give a piece of the Jack Dempsey over here and then drop it in really fast, because if I just drop one piece in and try to get it to the gar on the first attempt, that guy's gonna get it right as soon as it drops into the water. So like watch, I'm gonna drop a piece right there, then I'm gonna drop one over here. Yeah, I waited way too late on that one. But wait a minute. Yep. He went ahead and got it anyways. Well, anyways, that guy is doing great. And also, the guppies have had more freaking babies. Actually, both of the females were pregnant at the same time. And that one actually just recently had what would be now the third batch of babies in here. And that one right there is about to have another batch. She is absolutely about to pop. And that's how that one was too, right before she had them. There's some of the second batch babies right there. And right through that little bit of guppy grass, you can see one of the newest batch of babies right there. So I came out here about 2 nights ago to feed the tank. And I saw him just kind of chilling right there, and I was expecting, you know, a bunch of babies to be in here pretty soon, because like I said, both of those guys right there were pregnant. But they've since moved more towards the back, and with all this guppy grass and all the other plants in here, you're just not really gonna be able to see them right now. But what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. And took a few days off, but you know, I felt like we kind of have lost the vibe of the video, so I think it's time that we bring that back. So today, as usual, don't really know what I'm gonna get until I get at the fish store that I actually work at. Then I'll, you know, pretty well know what I'm gonna get today for today's video. But I actually want to do a quick little water change on this tank and also the guppy tank right over there. And then I'm gonna head on over to work. But yeah, all the tanks, all the fish are doing really good. Quick little update on the frontosas. Those two little guys are doing great, getting bigger and bigger almost every single day, it seems like. And as soon as I can find a site that actually has the certain type of crayfish that I'm trying to get for this tank, I will most definitely go ahead and order one. And it's not that it's like a rare crayfish or anything. I mean, it's not a common blue crayfish, nothing like that, but it's not a rare crayfish. It's just that it's hard to find any sites that actually have any available. But like I said, as soon as I can find one, I will certainly go ahead and order it. All these fish are doing great, including the two little electric blue Jack Dempseys. There's a bigger guy right there, and the smaller guy, oh, getting chased around by the carbenzas. And somehow these two little bitty emperor tetras have managed to not get eaten in here. I don't know how. We had 3 of them. The smaller one did end up getting eaten by the bigger electric blue Jack Dempsey, but the other 2 guys have managed to do really good in here, so that's great. So that being said, I'm gonna get these 2 water changes done, feed all the fish, and I will check back in with you guys in a few hours. So I'm back now, and we got some pretty cool fish today. Wasn't a fish that I was planning on getting today, but I just went ahead and got it anyways, because I've been looking at these little bitty tiny fish at the store for the past few weeks now, and I've been thinking about getting a few of them. I just really didn't know the exact tank I wanted to put them in, but I wanted to try out maybe putting a few of them in the Betta tank, along with the white opal Betta and the 4 little neons and the Otis Sinkless. Now my 4 little neons have done really good inside the tank with the Betta over the past few months. They haven't seen any aggression whatsoever. Neons are a great fish that you can put with male bettas, and these fish are smaller than the neons, even at full grown size. Like, I thought neons were like one of the smallest tetras, and honestly they are, but these just knock it out of the park as far as how small they are. These fish are like a true nano fish. Like, you have a bunch of these little bitty suckers in like a little 10-gallon planted tank, like loaded up with a whole bunch of plants. Like, it would look really good with these fish. Now the tank is a little bit low right now, but that's not that big of a deal. But there's our white opal Betta right there, along with our 4 neons. Those guys, like I said, have done really good in here. Now this is only 5.5 gallons, so there's not much more room in here for any other fish, but these fish are tiny, and I only got 5 of them, and like I said, said, hopefully they'll do just fine here along with the beta. I've actually been letting them acclimate for about 45 minutes now because I wanted to see if the beta would try to go after them through the bag. And I didn't see any signs of that, so that's really, really good. So like I said, they've been acclimated for quite a while now, so I think it's time to show you guys what they are. So today, I got 5 little bitty tiny ember tetras. Check those guys out. They are tiny. And this is actually near full grown size. They won't get very much bigger than that. I'm gonna set them right back in here so I can give you guys a little bit better look at them. But yeah, these guys are actually a really, really nice looking tiny fish because they are really, really small. But these guys have a lot of color in them for being so small. And I mean, they're not going to be showing all the color that they will be once they get, you know, used to the tank and all that, because obviously they're still kind of freaked out from being in the bag and all that. But once these guys get settled into this tank, I think they're going to look really, really good in here. You know, we kind of have the bluish, you know, really dark red and the neons, and then we have the, you know, the big white beta, and then adding in a little bit of reddish orange color. It should look really, really good. So these guys have been acclimating long enough now, so that being said, let's go and get them out of the bag and into the tank. Alrighty, here we go. I got all 5 of them right here in the net. I'm going to release them over here in the more open side of the tank. And there they are. They're going to look really, really good in here. See if the beta does anything. Just kind of checking them out. Oh boy. He is kind of going after them. But, you know, these guys are pretty fast. You know, they're really good at darting around. So that guy is, you know, betas are not the best swimmers. They can't swim very fast. And I do not think that that guy will be able to catch any of them. Of course, he is going to be very curious of them at first because, you know, I just did put him into the tank. But I don't think it'll be that big of an issue once this guy, you know, gets really used to him being in here. He is kind of going after him, though. Look at that. He is trying to chase him down, but these guys are just a little bit too fast for him, I think. Now, this is on a much smaller scale, but this is almost like keeping turtles with fish. You know, when you first put fish with a turtle, more than likely he's going to go after them, you know, try to catch them and eat them. But if they're fast enough fish, eventually that turtle will learn that he can't catch them, and he'll eventually just leave them alone. So I'm hoping that that is what will happen with this right here. Now, he could end up catching one. I do have 5 of them in there, and I'm going to try to count them every single day and make sure they're all still in there doing just fine. But hopefully he won't catch any of them, and we'll eventually, you know, like I said, just leave them alone. But we'll just have to find out. But for right now, that guy is cruising around the tank trying to get him one. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just shut off the lights. It's about the time that I'll shut them off anyways, and we'll check on all 5 of those guys in the morning. Well, it's now the next day, and all 5 of the little bitty ember tetras are doing just fine in the tank with the beta. I actually did count all 5 of them, and actually 4 of them were kind of off to the side, and then 1 of them was actually up in the bonsai tree, but all 5 of them are doing just fine. They're still in there, and the beta is no longer chasing them, so that's really, really good. There's the bigger soft shell right there. Check that guy out. Just kind of halfway buried up underneath the sand. But hey, let me know if you guys have any ideas with the exotic pond. And since I took the gar out of it, haven't done anything to it, and I'm about to, you know, kind of redo this pond. It will look similar to this, but it's going to be a little bit different though. And I just want to change up, you know, a few little things here and there. And I'm also going to make the water flow a little bit stronger by adding an extra jet. Now, nothing's running right now, but when the pump was running, there was barely any flow at all. So I just want to add, you know, a lot more flow than what there was in here. But if you guys have any ideas for this pond, let me know down below in the comments. But it's starting to warm back up, and you guys know what that means, pond building. So I'm actually planning on building 2 ponds this spring. I'm actually planning on rebuilding the goldfish pond and then building, you know, the actual big pond. And I'm also going to be setting up a little bitty guppy deck pond, kind of like what I did last summer. It didn't really work out, but I want to do it for real this summer, so that way we can, you know, start breeding a lot more guppies. And I'm thinking next video is when I'm actually going to set up the next guppy tank. So we're going to actually have 2 guppy tanks and an outside guppy pond. So we got a lot to come. Stay tuned, be ready. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and tap that notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any new uploads that I post. And with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.